Okay, I think we're... Hey, I gotta delete this one here. Gotta delete this one. Jeez Louise. Okay, we good. Back to her. Keese hunting.
아, 마. 어? 음. 음. 헥! 헛!
Ha!
Ah. Boy.
Ah. Hmm. Hmm.
Hey, George, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. You made it. I saw your comment on YouTube. Knew we had to go live. Appreciate you dropping by. We need more dragon-obsessed people here for sure. We need a few more dragon-obsessed people.
Oh.
We're probably just going to be doing a bunch of random stuff today. We'll see where our adventures take us. That's awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed the last stream. I also enjoy watching people play games that I like as well. Right now, we're trying to fix the bridge over in the bird village. I gotta find the carpenter.
Oh.
And I know what he looks like, I think. I don't know exactly where he is, though. Yeah, I usually just, honestly, most of the time, I'm usually just watching other people play games or talk about games. That's most of the stuff I watch, to be honest with you. There's a few streamers that I enjoy watching. That or gaming news. I'll just watch a few different gaming news channels, get caught up on that stuff. Ooh, we can get another weapon. No. Oh, shoot. No, I don't want to do that one. Well, maybe we do, actually. We only need 5. Let's do that. I guess we have a pretty healthy weapon collection. Yeah, sure. Let's do these. Oh, well, if we could, I would. Trust me. If that was an option in the game. Nintendo, they're too cowardly to add that as a choice, I think. This isn't The Witcher. Or I guess you're talking about the drag. Okay, right. You're talking about the dragon version, right? Okay. Yes, I see what you're saying. I got you. I don't know what I was thinking. Just have to find her and then ride on her. Yeah, I guess you could, couldn't you? So is it now that we now that we've freed the Master Sword, is it easier to actually find her flying around, or? Yeah, I didn't know where you were going with that. I keep forgetting you're the big dragon fan. Okay. That was my bad. I get where you're coming from. I keep forgetting that Zelda's a dragon, you know. The Zelda I grew up with wasn't a dragon, so. Okay, what the hell am I trying to do here? I'm trying to find this carpenter. I'm getting distracted here. If we see the dragon, we'll get on top of it. I don't know where it is, though, or what flight path it's on. There's so many side quests in this game, it's insane. Mighty salt grilled crab. We're not gonna do all the side quests. There's just too many. Maybe we'll kind of look up a guide of kind of what are the essential ones that we should do. I'm sure we can find a guide on the most ideal side quests to do. Yeah, we're not gonna. We don't have time to do everything, unfortunately. We have other games that we got to be playing at some point, but we'll try to do as much as we reasonably can. Where the heck is this carpenter, though? Son, we're looking for... Oh, here we go. This guy? Oh, I think it is this guy. Right now, I'm just trying to free the last ferry, although I think there's one in the desert, too, that we have to get. If I remember, there's a 5th ferry in the desert. But I don't know. I've never done that in this game. I remember there being a ferry in the desert in Breath of the Wild, but I've never found it in this game. Yeah, the Korok seeds are crazy. We're definitely... I think there's way more than 100. 100 Koroks? Yeah, maybe 100 Koroks. Yeah, that sounds right, yeah. There's like an insane amount of seeds. Okay, so we got the bridge. All I know is we're trying to find a guy with a horn over here somewhere. And then we got a bunch of stuff in the depths we got to do too. Let's see what these guys want. I think we have more than enough wood for this. If you have any side quests that you think that we absolutely need to know or need to do, then definitely let me know. I don't know what is essential side quests or not. I promise you, if we see the dragon, we will figure out a way to get on it. I'm sure we'll run into it eventually here. Is there any side quests that are tied to the dragons at all? Because I don't think I've found any side quest related to the dragons, but I assume there's something we got to do with the dragons in this game. And I'm definitely down to do that if we know what that side quest is. Okay, so apparently someone with a horn somewhere. What's the point of the dragons? Why? Because there was stuff to do with the dragons in Breath of the Wild for sure. I feel like they must have added something for us to do with them. There's got to be a reason. They have side quests for everything in this game. This is my favorite song in the game right here. Oh, actually, we can do an upgrade, too. We can do an upgrade. More hearts. Talons and scales just for upgrades. Mostly, I assume. Now, are we going to finally get on our second row? Oh my god. How long does this row of hearts go before we get to the second line? Things are getting insane here. How many frickin' hearts do we have? We're not even on the second row of hearts, and we already got, like, how many frickin' hearts here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17? 17 hearts? Holy moly. Okay, more side quests here. I don't hear no boy playing a horn, though. And we have not actually... You know what? We haven't done this shrine. Let's do this. If so, once we're done this, if we were to do another Zelda game, what would be a top choice of a Zelda game for you? I'm thinking about what the next Zelda game is that we're gonna do, because I'd like to squeeze in maybe another 1 or 2 Zelda games before Ocarina comes out. But I'm not sure which one to do. We could do Link's Awakening, the Switch version of Link's Awakening. I have that. There is... I mean, I guess there is Wind Waker on the Nintendo Switch Online. That's an option. There is Link's... There's the Game Boy version of Link's Awakening. I thought about that, but I mean, I think it would just be... I think it'd just be better to just... I'd almost rather do it the opposite way around, honestly. Play the new one and then play the old one to, like, see the difference. I kind of want to, like, save that for just to have, like, a fresh experience with Ocarina of Time. And also, I've played through Ocarina of Time, like, 1,000,000 times. I know that game inside and out. Ooh, okay, that was easy. There is... I'm just thinking about what's on Switch Online. So yeah, there's Majora's Mask, which maybe eventually, but probably not. Link's Awakening on Switch or Game Boy version. Or, yeah, Ocarina, of course, the original Ocarina we could do, but we might do that after. That might be the plan. Yo, Adrian, how's it going? How you doing today? Chats Lab, we're streaming on YouTube and Twitch. So we got a couple chatters on both platforms there. Got to get all that exposure, you know? And Lord knows we ain't going to stream on Kick. Zelda is too wholesome for that platform. So... where the heck is this guy? I might have to... They said by the Tabantha Bridge. I don't know where the hell that is, though. I thought it was going to be this thing. Maybe it's not. Tabantha Frontier. Well, there's this bridge. Yeah, we got people hopping in and out of both sides here. Yeah, I don't know if I'd say chat's alive, but we've got Georgia on YouTube, who is a Zelda superfan. A real true blue Zelda fan. Oh, I went to the wrong one now. Shoot. Shoot. I wanted to go back to this one. Let's see what these guys say again. Need to refresh my memory. Do I know the dragon's origin story? I mean, my guess... No, I mean, yeah, please tell me. I'm curious. But my guess, if I'm just going to make a guess before you tell me. I believe, are they not directly tied to the goddesses from Ocarina of Time? It's Din, Faeror, Nehru. I would assume there's some association there. Something along those lines is my guess. Okay, what did he say again? He was one traveler who came from Tabantha Bridge Stable, far south. Came from a place well past the other end of the Tabantha Great Bridge. Okay, Tabantha Great Bridge. Okay, where the heck is Tabantha Great Bridge? Okay, so this is Tabantha. Is this the Great Bridge? This looks pretty Great Bridge-ish, doesn't it? I'm feeling this is a little Great Bridge-ish here. I have no idea. How are we gonna get down there? That's so far away. What's the best way to tackle this? I guess maybe from over here. I don't know. I'm just guessing here. Anyway, what's the story of the dragons? They used to be people. They used to be like Zelda, but then they turned into dragons. Protectors of Hyrule. What are we doing? Okay, we're going this way. Is that? I mean, that's not the best bridge in the world, but okay, let's see. And then what about the depths here? Have we done... Okay, we haven't done any of the depths over here either, so lots to do here. The thing you have to swallow, the stone, right? The spirit stone thing? I do know what you mean. They had to eat the spirit stone, or they did eat the spirit stone for some reason. God knows why. Actually, it looks like there's a puzzle for us to do over here, too. Maybe. Or did we do this already? We might have done this one already. The tear. What am I talking about? It's the tear, isn't it? It's not a spirit stone. It's a tear. Spirit stone is something else. Yeah, we did this already. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff over here we have not done. So who ate the tear? The dragon tear. And I'm guessing if you had the choice to eat the dragon tear, I know what choice you'd choose. In a second, you wouldn't even think about it. You'd give yourself over to the transformation. It's from very old champions that have died and were forced to eat the gem, and they're now dragons, all from different times. So how do you know that? Is that in the game? Does the game tell you that? Why were they forced to eat the gem? That's cruel and unusual, unless you wanted to be a dragon. Unless you were a huge dragon fan. Then I guess that's like a nice thing to do to you, but I feel like most people may not want to be a dragon for like all of eternity, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Would I choose to be an eternal what is the word for it? Or immortal. Would I choose to be an immortal dragon if I could? I'm not sure. Sounds good on paper. This is the thing, you know, immortality always sounds good on paper, but then if there's anything we know from the movies, it's rarely all it's cracked up to be. Okay, it was like part of their religion or something. It was part of a sacred ritual. Did they actually... You actually learn that lore in the game, though? How do we know that? What's the citation on that one? I don't see no treasure chest here. You got a different house, internet is 10 times better? Okay, that's good. That's always nice. Don't have to deal with that today. You can watch the stream in 1080p today? That's pretty high fidelity right there. That's big graphics. Okay. Oh, we haven't been to this one. We have not found this one. Interesting. There's so many stables, man. I can't believe we're still finding stables out in the wild here. Alright, let's see what these guys gotta say. It's a good question. I have another YouTube channel that I was running for quite a while. Just doing kind of like different stuff. I started doing this channel this year. Basically. I think it was this year. It was either like right at the end of December or beginning of January or something like that. And just kind of like, I just wanted to really make a channel where I just wasn't really trying very hard and just streaming chill video games and stuff like that. And I've been on and off with it, though. I don't do it. I wouldn't say I'm very consistent. I'm not a very good YouTuber, I'll just say that. Like, you know, to be a good YouTuber, you got to be uploading all the time, making videos, really invested in it. I don't really want to do any of that, to be honest with you. I just want to, like, chill and play games, so... If you actually, like, want to be successful at it, I don't care about that, though. I have a full-time job. I don't need to rely on this for income or anything like that. So, I just wanted something I could do for fun. That's all I really cared about. And I've been really enjoying streaming Nintendo games. It's turned out to be actually really nice. It kind of fits the kind of the whole idea I have for this. Sometimes I'll make YouTube videos, but I don't know. I don't actually really like making videos. I don't like editing videos. I don't like having to think of ideas. It's kind of just annoying. I've tried it, but I don't know if it's for me. I'd rather just stream games, honestly. Oh, God. Wow. Just got sucked right in there. Before that, though, yeah, I mean, I didn't stream on YouTube for a long... I just streamed on Twitch for a long time. Twitch sucks, though. I much prefer actually streaming on YouTube. Now I just stream on both, just because, like, why not? There's no reason not to. But I definitely notice more people pop in on YouTube and chat and say hi and check out the stream and stuff than on Twitch. Twitch is just awful for promoting your stream in any meaningful way. Twitch is for two types of people. People who are already successful on YouTube or another platform, or people who view bot the crap out of their channels. So if you're willing to put down the money, pay for a bunch of bots to watch your stream, then maybe it's a good option, but I'm not going to do that. But that's pretty much, it's pretty hard to succeed on Twitch. There's almost no point in streaming on Twitch, really, unless you already have a presence on another platform. Is that it? There's got to be more to this, right? Figured there'd be a little more to this cave here. Oh, all good. No worries. That's a long answer. It's a long answer. Basically, not very long is the answer to that question. Just really started doing it this year. And not very seriously. I was streaming quite a bit earlier this year for some other games. And then I took a long break. And then since I got the Nintendo Switch, I kind of been getting back into it a bit. I was just basically saying that I don't really actually like doing YouTube very much. Like, I don't like making videos. I don't think it's in my blood to, like, be a content creator. But I do like streaming video games and just chilling. And so that's kind of all I'm really doing with this channel at the moment. Maybe we'll do more with it, or maybe I'll make some videos on stuff that I'm interested in, but honestly, I'm not going to really focus on being like a proper content creator or YouTuber or anything like that. I don't rely on this for, you know, obviously I'm not making any money doing this, and I don't need to. I have a full-time job that pays the bills, and we're just doing this for fun. That's the purpose. And really, I wanted this channel to just be really me just kind of chilling, playing video games. And for it to be just kind of a, yeah, chill video game stream channel. That's about it.
Oh.
I plan on, you know what, we got a lot of stuff to play over the next, like, good while. Like, there's not going to be any shortage of content, so I will be streaming. The plan right now is to be streaming a lot of different stuff over the next several months, for sure. Like I had said, I think I had mentioned last time, we are going to be playing a lot of Fire Emblem when it comes out, so I apologize if you're not a big Fire Emblem fan. That might be a boring stream for you if you don't like Fire Emblem, so apologies, but we'll be back into the Zelda world, definitely for Ocarina of Time, so, you know, we definitely got some Zelda games to play over the next few months, and then I don't know what else we're gonna do. There's a lot of games coming out in the next couple months, so I honestly don't know what the stream's gonna look like over the next few months. The other big game that I have on the menu here that I probably will be streaming a lot, and I don't know when this is going to happen. It might be closer to December or something like that. Is I have not played Pokemon Pokopia yet, and I really want to play that before the end of the year. So, if you're a Pokemon fan, there's a good chance we'll be doing Pokopia in the next few months as well. And I understand that's a pretty long game, so hopefully we get a lot of streams out of that. So, but yeah, there's going to be definitely a good little while of just Fire Emblem streams while I play through that. So, what is Fire Emblem? I mean, check it out. I don't know if it's your cup of tea. It is an RPG, strategy RPG. It's a Nintendo game. Well, it's not developed by Nintendo, but it's supported and developed specifically for Nintendo consoles. It's been a very popular franchise for a very long time. But it is very much like, I mean, I don't know if you know, like, Persona. Do you know if you ever played a Persona game or something like that? Maybe that's the closest thing I could compare it to, but it's very different than that. It's a strategy tactical game. I don't know, just look it up. Look up Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. That's the new game coming out in on September 19th, 17th, something like that, in a few weeks. Check it out. It's going to be a big game. A lot of people are going to be playing it. And I'm a big Fire Emblem fan. I love the series, so. The 19th is your birthday. Oh, nice. Sweet. Well, there you go. Perfect timing. Fire Emblem for your birthday. Just what you wanted. Yeah, my birthday is next Monday. Well, the 19th. What day is that? I mean, you're going to be busy on your birthday. You got to be, celebrating. What is that, a Saturday? Okay, well, maybe. Hey, if you're around on Saturday the 19th, actually, no, you know what? I will not be. Sadly, I will not be around on the 19th, actually, now that I think about it. I actually have plans that day. Yes, I do. I have a social event to attend that day. So sadly, we won't be around for your birthday, but certainly maybe the day before for sure. Playing Fire Emblem probably. But you should be out celebrating your birthday. You know, you gotta take advantage of it while you can. I try to do something on my birthday every year. And what do you usually do for your birthday? Anything specifically? I mean, I know you're younger, so I assume you get together with friends and have some kind of gathering or family event, probably. As you get older, you know, that becomes less and less. Maybe. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Some years are really good years for birthdays. Other years, more quiet, but... actually, this year, yeah, my birthday is literally next Monday. So actually, not very far from your birthday. And we got a bunch of plans. We're going to be doing a bunch of stuff, so it'll actually be busy. I always go out to my favorite restaurant and open presents with fam and have nice. Sounds good. What is your favorite kind of food? Is there a type of food that you like to go out for your birthday? I think I'm going to go out for some kind of Asian food, probably, on Monday. I took the day off work, so I don't have to deal with that garbage. And then, yeah, we'll probably be going out for Asian food of some kind. That's usually our go-to. I'll always go to Hibachi. Okay, is that like a Japanese restaurant? I have been obsessed with a place called Cackled Dumpling Master. That sounds good. I do love dumplings. I'm a big dumpling fan. Okay, so you're a fan of Asian food as well, I gotta assume. Hibachi, is that like where they cook the food? The chef cooks the food on the grill, and you can get whatever you want, kind of thing? I'm a big fan of those restaurants. Always good for a birthday party. People always have birthday parties at those places, right? Yeah, they cook it right in front of you, exactly. Great choice. Excellent choice. I'm probably going to do something very similar for my birthday. We'll go more to... there's a Korean place that we're probably going to go to. But it's very similar to that. Dumpling Master. That's, yeah, I never heard of that one. I probably am not anywhere near it, though. I don't know where you are. My guess is that you're probably in the United States. I'm not in the United States, though, so... but we do have similar kind of stuff here, for sure. And I'm a huge dumpling fan. Oh, wow, we actually hit that thing. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I find most people in chat are usually from the U.S. All right, we need these. We need the Aracudas. Oh, man. Lucky. I don't know. I mean, I'm in Canada, so... Things are interesting time right now. Do you, how do you feel about living in the United States? There's sadly a lot of tension between Canada and the United States right now. Sadly. I've spent a lot of time in the United States, and I love the U.S. I've had a lot of good times there. And definitely want to go back one day, but fortunately I don't think I'll be going back anytime soon, sadly, with everything that's happening. It's just disappointing, but I do love the U.S., and I know the majority of people there are great people. I've never had a bad time in the U.S. Everybody I've met there has always been super nice. Yeah, that's totally fair. But, you guys, yeah, you really do have issues with the food, eh? Why do they serve such crappy food in the schools there? Like, obviously your country can afford to feed you half-decent food. I actually just saw, like, a YouTube video about this, and they were showing all the different food in schools, and it looked just awful. It was like the worst things I've ever seen being fed to children. Like, I wouldn't even feed it to my dog. You know, my dog actually eats pretty damn well. Our dog eats a very healthy diet. I wouldn't even dream of feeding our dog anything of what I was seeing in this video. It was just awful. I don't know why parents allow that there, right? Because if all the parents got together and said, okay, no more, we're not doing that anymore, then it would stop. But I guess that's the thing. Maybe I guess parents just don't know, or they're okay with it, or they don't want to pay more school fees or something like that, right? But I don't remember. Now, I didn't really eat lunch at school, to be honest with you. That was, like, not really a thing. I mean, we did have, in high school, we had food that you could buy there. But I really don't remember ever actually seriously eating at lunch at the school. And it was always bad. I did definitely for sure, but your school's lunch is free. So, yeah, that's the thing, I guess, right, is that parents don't want to afford it. Which reasonable, you know, that's totally understandable. I get that. And so they have the kids eat whatever is there, and it's not good food. Okay, we already did this. Okay, already been down here. All right, let's get back on track here. We were looking for the guy with the horn. Getting distracted. Okay, we gotta cross the bridge. Cross the bridge. Actually, let's talk to this lady first.
Hi.
We're near outfit here. Parents are fine with having my own lunch, but yeah, the school food is disgusting. Yeah. It's unfortunate, you know, there shouldn't be any parent out there who can't feed their kid, or if they can't, which is understandable, then there needs to be at least just some basic nutrition in the food being served. They make you do the Pledge of Allegiance. Because, yeah, it's unfortunate. I know where you're coming from. Well, I mean, I don't know where you're coming from, because we definitely don't feel the same way about our political leaders here at the moment. But I understand what you're saying. I'd probably feel the same way. Good for you, though. Stand on your morals and, you know, don't let them tell you what to do or how to act, you know? I support that. That's all you can do. And do you get in trouble when you do that? Or do they care? Are they like, put your hand on your heart or whatever you got to do? Ooh, what are we doing here? They don't notice, yeah. I mean, they don't even care, let's be honest. They should, but... or at least take notice. Hey, you know what? These students have lost faith in their country. I mean, I didn't even think about that stuff at that age, honestly. We never had to do anything like that, though. What did we do? I'm trying to think. We definitely didn't. Yeah, there was no Pledge of Allegiance or anything. We didn't do that in school. We don't have anything similar to that. Okay, what are we supposed to do here? We're supposed to shoot this? Oh, jeez. That was bad. Okay, no. I'm doing this wrong. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. Oh god. Okay, this is actually hard. Yeah, I'm glad we never really, like, we just don't have a culture like that here. I'd just say, like, not that, like, we are not politically engaged or anything like that, but I don't know, like, our politics here is very boring, honestly. And that's, like, that's a good thing. Damn, this is tough. Jeez. Okay, we're gonna have to try that again. I imagine you're not the only one who feels that way. I gotta imagine a lot of people feel the same way. Not just, you know, students, but a lot of adults as well. You know, things will change eventually. Nothing lasts forever. Girlfriend feels that way too. Yeah. I just got to imagine that's just a lot of people feel that way in general. And I can't blame you. Can't blame you at all. Oh my god, man. Man, this is tough. I don't know what's better. Should I be... Yeah, see, this is screwing me over here. You're... Okay, I mean, hey, look. I do not discriminate in that way at all. And I'm sure you're right. I don't know how old you are. I'm assuming you're young, so that's unfortunately that's probably not going to change for you for quite a while. That's kind of been the case forever, though. Boys suck for a long time until they get older. That's totally reasonable. And I don't take offense to that because I am a fully grown adult, and I'm far past that age, so. That doesn't apply to my generation that I'm in currently. But yes, I do remember being that age, and look, I wasn't much different myself at that age either, you know.
Hey!
Yeah. I mean, honestly, a lot of that, though, is just bad parenting, honestly. To be completely honest with you, a lot of it does come down to just not being raised properly. And obviously, boys are more aggressive, obviously, for sure, but definitely, I don't know. I didn't act that way, and none of my friends acted that way growing up. Our parents would have been very, very disappointed in us if we were acting like that at that age, so. No, we were doing so good. We were doing so good. Damn it. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. Maybe, you know, it's possible. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a kid, so I can't really say that. Maybe it is worse. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. Probably depends where you live and what neighborhood you're in and how affluent the parents are. And, you know, if you go to like a private, you know, a rich private school or something, you got wealthy parents. I mean, you get kicked out if you act like that, right? I don't know what this. I have no idea, honestly, what this side quest is. We just started doing it. Oh, okay. All we're getting here is rupee. I'm sure you will maybe get something for beating it. I don't really feel like doing this again, though. This is a pain. We're gonna move on. And where are we going? Okay, we are still going the right way, maybe. You know, every generation has its issues. I think the big problem is people are just kind of bored nowadays. There's too much social media stuff, too many distractions with technology. You have, you know, political issues like what you're talking about. There's too many things that are just distracting people from what is actually meaningful in life. And I assume that would relate in to some degree to behavioral issues for younger people. But I don't have kids, so honestly, I can't really say. I don't actually have much perspective, really, because I've got younger brothers, but they're adults now. They're well past that age. And then most of my friends with kids, most of their kids are very, very young, like less than like 5 years old. I do have one friend who has a 10-year-old son. I don't remember how old his kids are, to be honest with you. I think one is 10, one is like 8 or something like that. And they are like the best, nicest kids in the world. Now they, you know, they can act crazy and stuff like that. Sometimes they're still kids. But they are like genuinely like the best kids ever. So that's kind of like the only kids I know, honestly, of an age that is relevant to what you're talking about. But no, they're amazing kids, though. Too much. Do you have a? Oh yes, I've been married for many years. Yes, I live with my wife, and we've been together for 16 years? 15 years? I don't remember. 15 or 16 years. One of the two. Very long time, basically. So that's why I say, you know, I don't care about any of this stuff. You know, I'm way past the point of caring about any of that kind of stuff, but it's interesting to hear for sure. Because, you know, you always do hear about all this stuff like, you know, oh, the kids are more stupid nowadays, or they can't read, and they're more misbehaved, and, you know, you hear about all these things, but I'm like, is this real, though? Like, I don't know. Maybe partially true, but I'm kind of like, I don't totally buy it either. It's a long time. It's a very long time, but yeah, no, basically since our early 20s. It's a lot easier to be in a relationship than not if you find the right partner, so. If you can find the right person, life is a lot easier, I'll just tell you that. But yeah, you gotta find the right person to do it with for sure. I do think there's a little bit of that. That is just that. I think girls are different that way too, though. I think about my girlfriend in high school, and she was like very, very disciplined, very good student. All she could think about was like getting into a good university and getting a good job. I wasn't thinking about any of that stuff at all at that time. I didn't care at all. I was like, whatever. In retrospect, I should have cared more, but, you know, it all worked out anyway, so it's all good, but my parents probably could have done a little better job of being like, hey, you know, like, you probably want a decent job that's, like, good enough, you know? That's good, you know, just enjoy it while you can, and whatever happens, happens, and it's just, you know what, it's an experience and part of your life, and part of the maturing phase, and just appreciate the good times while they're good. They might not always be good. They won't always be good. That's a reality. So just enjoy it while you can, while you're young, because there will come a point where that won't happen anymore, right? As you get older, even if you're in a very good relationship, things do change dramatically in terms of, like, life being exciting on a day-to-day basis, you know? Once you're living with the partner, you're both working full-time jobs, you're kind of doing life together. Relationships become a lot more about... life becomes a lot more about getting through things together than it does about, like, the minute-to-minute, like, excitement of being in a relationship, right? When you're young, it's exciting, right? But that does change pretty... Oh, we found him! Oh, we found him! This is who we were looking for. Beautiful. We came across this just naturally. This is good. Well, I know. I hope it... I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't want to say it, you know, it should last or shouldn't last or anything like that, but just... Hopefully it doesn't end horribly. That's all I'll say. Because when I think about, yeah, my girlfriend in high school, and it was good for a little while, but it ended really terribly. It was a very terrible relationship, actually, so... I hope that you don't have any experiences like that, but it can be pretty rough at that age. When things aren't going well, you're very emotional at that age, and you can make dumb choices and decisions. Pull my wagon out of the hole with me in it. Okay, get in the wagon. Okay, no, not yet. Not yet. Let's not do that. Where's the wagon? This is the whole reason we came down here, is to find this guy here, so... This will hopefully be the last troop member, I think, so... And this is interesting. Yeah, that's totally fair, and you know what? Regardless of what happens, you'll have that memory, right? And if it's special, then it's special. But yeah, I mean, honestly, at that age, it's tough. Generally speaking, the reality is, if you're being really realistic with yourself, the chances of it lasting forever are very low, right? So you definitely don't want to be just, you know, be realistic with yourself about it. Well, I know exactly how that feels. I had the exact same type of experience at that age, and and you're right, it is special, and it is really impactful, and it can mean a lot, and it can feel like your whole life revolves around that person, and the choices you make will, you know, be impacted by that person, and but having gone through it myself, I would say, you know, I would just say, like, try to think a little bit long term as well. And like I say, whatever happens, happens. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But more than often than not, it's usually it doesn't last. But you know, I'm not saying it won't, but the reality is more often than not, it doesn't usually go that way in the long run. But I went through the exact same experience myself at that time, so I know exactly how you feel. And it did feel like yeah, like everything revolved around this person at that time for me. And when I look back on it, I'm like, that was crazy. I was like, oh, I was just a stupid idiot back then, because I was too young to have any wisdom about that kind of stuff. But yeah, enjoy it while you can. It'll be some of the, you know, some of the better memories that you can have in life. That's a tough question. I guess it depends. I guess it depends if you want to consider the real one or just the first one. The first one would have probably been when I was extremely young. Maybe, like, you know, I definitely had like some, you know, not like a real girlfriend or anything like that. I might have been like 10 years old or something like that. But if you want to actually consider it the real one that was actually meaningful, I would have been like 13. 13 would have probably been the first meaningful one with someone that I actually, you know, was romantically interested in. So yeah, 13. That sounds about right to me. Grade 8? How old are you in grade 8? 13, I think, right? I do kind of remember it. Kind of remember it. I could be, honestly, that's a long time ago. I could be misremembering, though. That sounds correct in my mind. But yeah, remember sneaking over to her house during the day when we had like a half day off of school. I wasn't supposed to be there. The parents were very, very Very religious. Extremely religious parents. Did not want any boys over there at all. That was like a big no-no. But yeah, snuck me over there. And hung out in the backyard. And then, yeah, just made out like crazy. Basically, that's what happened. And it was great. It was fantastic. It was like, you know, at the time, it was like, this is the best moment of my life. Now at this age, I've had much better moments, but, and then eventually the parents got used to me, I guess, over time. And then they started letting me hang out in the front yard as long as we were, like, not in the house together alone. And we were just, you know, we would play basketball. They had a little basketball hoop out on the garage pad. And so we did that for forever, and then eventually they let me into the house, and then I would, again, we had to have always a friend over, though. There had to be a friend over, otherwise I wasn't allowed. But whenever we had a half day at school, we would always sneak over, and I would, you know, hang out there in the house for a couple hours before the parents got home, and then I'd either have to go home and leave, or we'd have to invite somebody over. And it basically went like that through most of high school. And then I think at like age 16 or something, her parents finally let her hang out with me alone. But it took a long time. It was crazy. They were like very, very against us hanging out. Even though I was like a well-behaved kid. I wasn't a bad kid or anything. I was pretty innocent at that age. Honestly, not really, to be honest with you. I wouldn't have even known. Yeah, I don't feel like you're speaking much different than really anybody else. I had no idea. Completely honestly. I mean, I've had people come into chat who are like same age as me and talk like retards, so I would say you're talking or chatting, whatever, typing like anybody else, really. A lot of people are bad at communicating, straight up. Regardless of age. That's what I would say. The amount of people who don't know how to communicate properly it's astounding. Even as you get old, I talk to people all day at work, and I have to deal with all sorts of different people as part of my job, and people don't get any smarter. You kind of plateau at a certain point in your life. And that age is pretty young, honestly. What is this? We haven't used this one, eh? Ooh, my God. 60. That's good. That's really good. Oh, no. That, like, disappeared instantly. What the hell was that? What? Okay, apparently you can only use that once. Wow, okay. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know, it's maybe it's easier because, you know, it's almost easier to talk to somebody you don't know sometimes, right? You know, I have friends that I've known forever, and I don't know. Sometimes with people you've known for many years, or you know in a certain way, there's a lot of baggage there, right? You can't always be yourself around people that even people you're really close with. You know, like I think about like my parents, for example. I don't know. I wouldn't act around my parents the same way that I would act around friends or whatever, but, you know, I'm just a faceless voice on the internet, you know? Kind of reminds me of, I mean, I guess you probably don't, I don't know if young people do this anymore, honestly, but you'd go into chat rooms all the time back in the day. This was a popular thing, is that you'd go on to these online chat rooms and it would just be people like talking with each other. And you talk about the most insane stuff, and you could have really deep, meaningful conversations with people that are just complete strangers. You'd have no idea who they are. And you couldn't hear their voice or anything. You'd just be talking over text, you know? That was like a really popular thing to do back in the day. You could find all sorts of communities and people with similar interests as yourself, and... Oh, jeez, come on. Stop hitting me. Honestly, don't get into the habit of cursing. It's a bad habit to have. I try not to curse too much. I mean, again, if I'm, you know, hanging out with friends and, you know, drinking too many beers or something, then sure. But honestly, even on stream, I try not to swear much if I can help it. Obviously, we do sometimes, but it's a good habit to avoid if you can help it. It won't help you in later life, that's for sure. Especially once you start working and stuff. Nobody in the real world appreciates communication like that, unless you're working in the trades or, you know, something like that. But if you're working in like a professional office or some kind of other like corporate job or something, like you can't, you know, can't talk like that. The sooner you learn to speak like a normal human being, the better off you're going to be in life in the long run. Yeah, of course they do. Oh, I'm sure they know you're doing all sorts of things with around friends. I mean, I still don't. I still don't curse around my parents. Maybe the odd time I do a little more than I would, but when I was like younger, not at all. Didn't curse around my parents at all when I was younger. And I still really don't, honestly. It's just not the kind of relationship that I have with my parents at all. And my parents are totally chill with it. They don't care. I could curse around them more if I wanted to, but if anything, you get more comfortable. Maybe you joke around more with them. You feel a little more comfortable being yourself, but I think that portion gets easier as you get older, but that probably won't change much for you, honestly. You probably won't curse around them. Maybe ever. If you don't do it right now, you probably never will. Oh, we're stuck here. The horse drives me crazy sometimes. I really wish they would have given the horse better mobility. I think we're gonna walk. Where the hell are we? Oh god, we've gone way off the trail. I wanted to take this trail back, but I kind of totally lost track of what we were doing here. We're having good conversation, but I am getting totally sidetracked here. Wow, it's 9 o'clock already? Jesus. I don't know if Jesus is a swear. Probably in the Christian area, saying Jesus like that is probably a swear. It's good. It's enjoy it. I don't always have people chatting, so it's nice. Nice for a change. Sometimes we just have people hanging out and watching or whatever, and I'm just playing the game, which is good too, but it's always nice to have someone hop in and chat about whatever. Yeah, I basically am too. I went to a Catholic school my whole life, so I'm very familiar with what it's all about. And I definitely was into that. Oh, geez, here we go. Look at this. We haven't found this guy yet either. Okay, where the heck are we here? But yeah, I grew up, and I didn't grow up really, I'm not going to say super religious or anything like that. My parents were never really like that hardcore about it, but I did go to a Catholic school, studied God, studied the Bible, went to church, sang the songs, did the whole thing, believed in God growing up. And then, yeah, probably like, I don't know, junior high, high school, you kind of start to, become your own person, find yourself a bit. And then you start to kind of revolt against that a little bit, maybe, depending on the type of person you are. And I don't honestly, like, none of my friends were basically all on the same page with that stuff. And my parents were really chill. They didn't really care. I think they just sent me to a Catholic school because I think they just thought it would be a better education, which I don't know, arguably, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. It's hard to say. In some ways, maybe the Catholic schools are better, at least here in Canada. I don't know what the difference in the U.S., but there's maybe an argument that they're a little better here in Canada, or at least they were at the time. Flame Leok. I haven't actually even tried to take on one of these things. We could try it. We could try it, see what happens. I'd like to get this. Oh, geez, I'm getting, like, hurt by the flames here. Holy moly, okay. Unfortunately, my flame armor is not upgraded. What can we do here? We need a good helmet, that's for sure. Okay, we'll throw in our level 12 helmet. I just want to see how much damage can we do to this thing. Oh my god. It's like freaking Godzilla. This thing's insane. I don't think we're going to be ready to fight this thing yet. No, it didn't do that much damage to us. Very against Christians who try to make others. Yeah, well, I agree with that. Is the most annoying thing in the world, right? Like, just let people believe in what they believe in and leave other people alone, like. Okay, we need big weapon here. That is the thing that annoys me. I have no issue with people, like, believing in whatever they want to believe in, and I generally... I don't really support religion, but, like, whatever, at the end of the day, I don't really care. But if you're trying to force it on other people, that's basically where I draw the line as well. And there's nothing more annoying than trying to force your own beliefs on other people. Let's Master Sword it. I think if you hit the head, it does more damage, right? Seems to be. Bestie has a good religion. What religion is that? I'm curious. I mean, you don't have to say if you don't want to, but I am just kind of curious. Is it Buddhism? Because I get down with Buddhism. That's the one I'm down with. It's barely a religion. There is not even a god in Buddhism. That's like the one, if I had to pick a religion, I'm going with Buddha. Buddha seems chill. Buddha seems very chill. There isn't even a god in Buddhism, you know? You can just kind of like... You are your own god, basically, in Buddhism. Something about Greek mythology. Okay. I don't know what that would be. And now I'm even more curious. Something about Greek mythology. We don't really... okay, let's go with this one. What if we... You know what? Let's throw on the... I know it's doing heat damage, but... What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. Okay, I was going to do this. We'll keep the flame pants on. The goddess of love. Who's the goddess of love in Greek mythology? Aphrodite? Is that what we're talking about here? Yo, what is he doing? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Get behind here. Wow. This is not good. This is crazy. This is crazy. What am I supposed to do here? Get your ass down here, man. You're cheating. Ooh, getting some flame drops though. Frame drops. Okay, hold on. We got some wind. Shoot. Oh. We were so close to killing it. If I had caught the wind there, I think we would have been okay. Well, I don't know. Aphrodite is the goddess of love in Greek mythology. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Can you just convert? I mean, I guess you could just start worshipping the old gods again. Why the hell not? I never even considered that as an option, really. To be honest with you. I don't see why you couldn't, I guess. Greek, Roman, mythology, something like that. That's cool. I don't know. Just, you know what? Best option, and just live for yourself. You are your own god. That's the best religion. There is not a better option than that. I feel like we can beat this thing, though. Not like that, though. Jesus. Oh, yeah, no worries. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. And, yeah, get a good sleep. You need to be ready for the day. Appreciate you hanging out. I think it's much later where you are. It's only 9. It's not even 9:30 where I am, so I think I'm a couple hours behind where you are. But we'll be doing lots more. We'll be back with more streaming this week. Not tomorrow, but probably Friday, probably Saturday. So I'll be around. Social studies, okay. That was one of my best subjects growing up. Good luck. I'm sure you'll do fine. Social studies is easy. I'm sure you'll ace that. Yeah, I mean, I was much the same at that age. I mean, to be fair, my sleep schedule still isn't amazing, but I'd rather game. I spent way too many nights staying up late gaming when I should be getting ready for work the next day, but... Come on, catch the wind, please. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can get 2 in a row here. There we go. Now it's going to do the thing. Middle East ethnic group, man, yeah, you know. I don't remember what the heck we learned about. Maybe we did. I guess we would have learned about all that stuff, but... I always hear, like, in the U.S., you don't really learn that much about, like, other countries and stuff like that. Oh, we got over it. We got over it. We're in a commanding position here. We got her. We got her. Hey, only took 2 tries. That's the first Gleeok I've ever killed. Oh no, you're not going to fail. You're going to be totally fine. You said you're a dedicated learner, so... That actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, honestly. I thought it was going to be a lot harder. No, you're going to ace that test. Don't even worry about that. It'll be easy. Middle Eastern cultures, whatever. You know all about that. Easy peasy. There's India. There's Pakistan. There's Iran. There's Iraq. That's all the ones I know. Yeah, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. I feel like the electric and ice ones might be more difficult, though. We'll see. Like, I don't know how... Like, at least we had the advantage of the fire burning the grass so we could, like, fly up in the air, but... With the other elements, might be a little more interesting. We'll see how that actually goes. Oh, you play the violin. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I was in band as well. I played trombone for many years. I still play music. Mostly just guitar nowadays, but I did play in band for many years as well. Dragon Hunter, okay. That's cool. I don't think I know that one. Is that a classic? Oh, what did we just find here? The heck is this? Okay, that was totally coincidental. Wow. We're finding all sorts of stuff here. This has been a good day of discovery here. Ooh. Oh, look at this. So what do we get? Check it out. I'm a very big music fan, so... Tunic of Awakening. Of course. Tunic of Awakening. Oh, it's like, is it the Wind Waker outfit? Is that what this is? Or is it like Link's Awakening? Oh, I didn't even know this was an armor, actually. That's funny. Yes, thanks for hanging out. We'll, like I said, we'll be back with plenty more streams. Don't you worry about it. And we'll see you when we see you, and good luck on your exam. I'm sure you'll ace it. Let me know how it goes. We're probably only going to go for like another half an hour here anyway. Gargoyles, Honor and Glory, Burst. I'll check out the Dragon Hunter, that's for sure. I've never even heard of that, somehow. Oh, you're not leaving. Okay, I thought you had to go to sleep. What you're saying is you should be going to sleep. You should be going to sleep, but you're not going to. I know exactly how that feels. That'll be me. That's me every single night, so. Now that I got my Switch 2, now I just stay awake in bed playing games while I'm chilling in bed. Now I have even more of a reason not to go to sleep. I've just been playing Legends Arceus. Pokemon Legends Arceus during my bedtime. And that's been good. That's been fun. It's kind of a little bit, almost a little bit Breath of the Wild-ish. Not nearly as good, but it's a good bedtime game. I don't know if you played that one or not, but graphics aren't the best. Performance is not amazing, but still a fun game though. If you're a Pokemon fan, it's a good game. Legends Arceus, which was on the Switch one. I don't know if you played that one or not. Fun game. If you're if you're a really big Pokemon fan, I mean, you're gonna enjoy it for sure. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's like the best game ever, but Bits? No, I don't know what that is. I haven't heard of that one. Is that on Switch? Bits. That's just what I've been playing at night, basically, is Legends Arceus. That's what I've been chilling to at night, which has been fun. Been a good time. We need to get our good armor back on here. Yeah, this one's fine. Did we? I thought we had upgraded the legs for this. Did this not have... I swear... Oh, it's right here. I'm blind. Yeah, Arceus is a fun game. It's good on handheld, that's what I would say. If you're a big Pokemon fan and you just want like a good chill Pokemon game to play, I mean, I guess every Pokemon game is basically chill, but oh, this is a good one. It's actually a good pickup there. It's a very nice game to play on handheld. It looks better on handheld. I think I guess it wouldn't run better on handheld, but it does not look good on a TV, I'll just say that. But it is a good... Legends Arceus. Pokemon Legends Arceus is a good handheld game. That's what I'm talking about. I have been thinking about maybe doing a playthrough of Fire Red or Leaf Green. Potentially. Those are on the Switch now. Maybe we'll do a Nuzlocke or something like that. Well, but I do recommend it. If you like Pokemon, Arceus might be worth your time. I don't know. I think you have a Switch one, if I remember. So. Let's take this thing up. Let's see where this goes. Is it going to do anything? What is it doing? Okay, nothing. Really only played Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and played Minecraft. Okay, that's fair. I mean, you know, they're expensive, right? So I get it. Luckily, I'm at a point where I can, in my life, where I can afford to play whatever I want, but I can definitely understand being limited in that regard. Because games are not cheap, and Nintendo games especially are not cheap at all. It's expensive to be a Nintendo fan, that is for sure. Oh yeah, It Takes Two. Yeah, that's a super popular game. I've never played it, actually. I don't think I could convince my wife is not the biggest gamer. She likes Mario Kart and Donkey Kong. I don't think I could convince her to play It Takes Two, though. Maybe I could. Maybe I'm not sure. She doesn't like anything that's like crazy challenging. I think that game is a bit challenging, right? I don't know. How hard is It Takes Two, would you say? I always kind of assumed it was like had a good amount of challenge. There's that one. That one won Game of the Year in... would have been... I want to say 2021? It Takes Two won Game of the Year in 2021. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's the year. And that developer, they've done a few other ones. There's Split Fiction is the other big one they released. Was that this year? Did Split Fiction come out this year or last year? Maybe it was last year. But if you liked It Takes Two, Split Fiction might be worth checking out. Oh yeah, but that was last year, last March. People who like Split Fiction, or people who like It Takes Two, also like Split Fiction. The other one that I have my eye on as well is Orbitals. And that one I would like to play. And that also is kind of the same idea. Where you're playing with, it's like a co-op, you know, split screen. You're playing with someone else. But that one's like a retro 80s anime style game. It looks really cool though. I'm gonna wait for reviews on that. That one's supposed to come out like next week or something. But that one I'm really interested in, if it's actually good. We'll see what the reviews say about. Yeah, check out Split Fiction and check out Orbitals. Both of those could be up your alley. There's also Rhythm Heaven Groove as well, which is quite a bit different. But if you have someone to play games with, I think that's also people are seeming to really like that one as well, from a co-op perspective. Kite Shield. What the heck is this? I don't think I've ever found one of these. Huh. Well, that's fancy. Obviously, Mario Kart, always a good option for co-op, but... Hunter's Shield. Huh. Interesting. I don't think I've found either of those things before. Been trying to finish Breath of the Wild 2 DLCs. Only has one more quest, and it's the hardest one. Is that the... I never actually did the DLCs for that game. Is that the... what the heck is it called? Is that the one where you go through, like, the big dungeon or whatever? I don't remember what it's called now. I want to say Master Quest. No, it's not Master Quest. It's something like that, right? Or Trial of the Sword or something like that. Is that right? Something along those lines. I know people love that DLC, though. I've never heard a bad thing about that. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna have to... Oh, okay, there's a rocket here. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, Trial of the Sword, yeah. And you get the motorbike. I never played those, though. I never did actually do the DLCs for Breath of the Wild, sadly. Part of the reason I might want to go back and do Breath of the Wild again eventually. I know everybody always says they're like super good, so... Don't... What am I doing? Well, we're just gonna... Oh, shoot. Come on. Work with me. We're just gonna give this a go and see what happens here. If we can get it to cooperate. Thing is annoying. You can't ride the dragons in Breath of the Wild? Really? Like you can't stand on them? You just get hurt by them or something? Okay, we gotta figure out a better plan here. Maybe if we do this. Let's try this. Let's give this a shot. No. Okay, this is, We're gonna strap on both rockets here. We gotta hold this frickin' thing in place. Yeah, I think I had mentioned I really don't remember Breath of the Wild very well at all anymore. Been so long since I played it. I just know I had a great time. I loved it. It was an excellent experience. But honestly, I do not remember it all that well. Okay, here we go. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, my God. Okay, we're going to try a different strategy. We're going to try the old, this old strategy right here. The one that never fails. You had to save her from her possessed self, sort of. Yes, yeah, I don't even remember that. I really don't. I just remember you used to, farmed the scales for like good money, but genuinely, I really barely remember anything about that at all. No, okay, that's not going to work either. Okay, well, I was going to try to avoid some of using some of our items, but I don't think we have a choice here. We're just going to do this the old-fashioned way. Yeah, when I think of Breath of the Wild, I just think of like the temples. I'm just trying to get this crystal out of here. That's it. I think we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way here. Spring. Okay, we're just gonna do I don't know, hopefully this works. Whoops. Don't need two of them. Yeah, see, this is going to be what the painful part is here. There you go. Getting something to stand up on this rock is so annoying. Stay still, stay still. Yeah, I was trying to use the items that were in the cave, but I'm sure there's a way to do it. I'm just not doing it properly, so we're just going to do this the old-fashioned way. Oh, can I not attach that? There we go. Let's get out of here. Okay, it did make it far enough that we should be able to grab it here. There we go. Actually, I should have just done that from the beginning. That's kind of what I was thinking of doing, but I was like, no, we can use these rockets. This will work. And it didn't work. Easy peasy. I try to avoid using the devices if I can, but, you know, like, I don't know why. Might as well, right? We have quite a few of them at this point, so there's no reason not to. And then once we do this, we're going to go get the last berry, I think. That's what we're going to do. Oh, did I not do this? Okay. There, I got it. Give me the shrine. It's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? When should I do that? Because here's the problem. As soon as I do that, then it's going to feel like I beat the game, you know? And I don't really like to do the ending until, like, I've done everything I want to do in the game. That's why I say I almost want to look up a list of, like, best side quests to complete. Just for, like, experiencing the content, just because there's so much content in this game that I've never done. So I might do just like some of the highlights for the side quests, because I've barely done any of the side quests. Like, I've just been mostly just exploring, doing random shrines. We did the dungeons. I actually haven't even done this. I can't even defeat the Demon King because I haven't done the last temple. We still have to do the spirit temple before we do that. So I haven't even done that yet. But I don't know about you, whenever I beat the final boss and I roll credits on a game, that's pretty much it for me. And we still need to get a bit more time out of this game. I need more stream content for a little while. So we can't rush through it. The hero's path thing on the map everywhere. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. How does that work? Hero's path mode. I totally forgot this even existed. That's a good call, actually. So I haven't done these labyrinths, so we can do that. That's for sure. I haven't done any of the desert stuff, really. We just kind of did the Druido thing. There's a bunch of stuff in the depths that need to be done. There's a bunch of side quests. This is very helpful. I totally forgot this even existed, actually. This is good. It's fun. You can see where you died. That's funny. Oh, teleporting. No, I mean, honestly, we've been kind of just main pathing. Like, I've literally just only kind of done the main story and dungeons. That's kind of about it. And then just, you know, doing random... what do we call them? Shrines. Doing the random shrines when I find them, but... We haven't done the Deku Tree. I have no idea what's going on in the Lost Woods. That's a total mystery to me. So there's a lot of stuff to do. The Shrine of Resurrection, I don't know what that is. I'm down to do it, but I don't know where or what it is. Okay, what did I say we were doing? We were going to go... Our guy should be back here, right? Basically, what I'm saying is there's a lot of content we haven't done yet, so... And we're gonna do a lot of it. We are going to do a good amount of it. I also have to, like, fix the mother statue somehow or something. The mother goddess statue. Oh, okay, the Great Plateau. Yeah, I haven't been... Can you go to the Great Plateau in this game? Is that still a place in this game? Okay, what do I get for finishing this? Okay, I don't even know where it is. And I have to use the depths to get there? I mean, I know it's in the sky, but I don't remember where it actually is on the map. Okay, what do we gotta do this time? I think we gotta get a balloon for this one. Do you get something cool for doing it? Do we get some good item? I guess you could probably get the tunic, right? That would be my guess. The Guardian Tunic? Now that you say that. I actually don't have that in the inventory. My guess is it would be maybe there. Okay, we gotta get this over here. This is gonna be interesting. You get a heart or stamina. Oh, okay, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Huh? Oh. Oh.
We probably will do that. Oh, we definitely will do that.
Oh. Oh.
So yeah, we basically have a lot to do. Is the moral of the story here.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
So that's why I say lots more Tears of the Kingdom streams that we have to do. But that's fine, because we need stuff to play. Need stuff to play and do on stream. And this will hold us for a good while. And then, like I say, we'll do lots of Fire Emblem when that's out. But we'll probably... I don't think I'm going to get through all that content before Fire Emblem comes out. So I think that's a reality. We might have to mix it up a bit. Okay, we're going to do this. There's no balloon or nothing, hey? They don't give us much for this one. We're going to have to use our tools again, I think. Or do we even need it? You go to the church thing and pray. I think you're talking about the Temple of Time, right? I believe the Temple of Time on the Great Plateau. All right, let's see if they'll get into this thing. Needs a roof. Oh, okay. I got you. Easy, easy. This is easy, hopefully. Hopefully this is all we need to do. The Temple of Time. It's, that's an important building there. Maybe the most important.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Arguably, depending which era of Zelda you grew up with. Relatively important in this game, but not as important. It's just a dilapidated old church now. Not in its former glory anymore. Used to be a beautiful building. But the heathens forgot it and let it go to waste. All right. Oh, this feels good to be done with this. This is the last ferry. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, yeah.
This whole quest line was okay. It has its moments. Kind of painful, but yep. We're going to wrap it up here. And then, yeah, probably back on Friday or something. And we'll decide what to do at that point. I gotta make a list. Like, I literally have to write down all the things that I gotta do. there's so many things I gotta do, and in the moment it's hard to think of it all. So I literally gotta like create a list of all the things I want to do and just start kind of going down the list and checking things off. Yeah, you better go to bed and get ready for the test tomorrow. Getting a little too late. I'm curious if we get anything for completing this, though.
Yahoo! Yeah, yeah. Oh. Yeah, yeah.
Your reward. Now, don't be shy. Oh, silver rupee? Oh, okay. That's left the old wall, but no, there's no excuse to skimp on our thanks. Bro, are you kidding me? 100 rupees? I was expecting a little more than that, but I guess they're broke musicians, so can't blame them.
Oh.
Actually, how are you even in school anyways? Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't you just like, it must have just started.
Oh. Yeah, yeah.
It's like, I don't even think the kids here have gone back.
Yeah, yeah. Meow,
Stable
meow.
heroes. We'll borrow this horse, and don't you worry, we'll turn the noble steed. Okay. 100 rupees. Alright. I thought they were going to give me a cosmetic or something. Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. We can do one of those. I'm not going to even bother doing that. Oh, August 5th. Wow, okay. That's really early. That's super early. So you must go off earlier then, right? You're off for like June and July then, obviously. I would hope. I would hope you get 2 months off. Gleeok wing. Oh, you need a Gleeok wing for this. How about that? We got to kill more Gleeoks. And a Gibdo wing. Okay, so if we want to get the fully upgraded version of the flight suit, which we do, we're going to have to kill more Gleeoks. That's not a choice. Huh. Damn, it's hard to get some of this stuff, eh? Yeah. I mean, eventually you're not going to have any summers at all. You're just going to be working. That'll be it. Oh, I know what you mean, though. They do get shorter and shorter. When you're young, it feels like they last forever, but... And then you go back to school and it feels like a lifetime, and then... Eventually, it feels like a blink of an eye. That's what my summers feel like. It feels like I blink and then it's over. I have a love-hate relationship with summers because they're insanely busy usually, but the weather's nice. There's always good social activities. The winter can be boring, but it's also annoying to be really busy all the time. But we do not get the longest summers up here. Our summers don't last very long, to be fair. A couple months, so. We're lucky if we get a good couple months of summer here. Well, that was successful. So yeah, we gotta basically go down the list, make some decisions about what the next steps are, the next moves. strategize. I don't even know. I don't even know where we should go. Okay. You said while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to make a list. I'm going to make a list and I'm going to put Great Plateau. You said, what did you say? Mark the plateau because there's some important things there. Okay. So we're going to put Great Plateau. Number 1. I know we've got a number of things to do in the depths. We've got... What else do we got? Oh, the Gleeoks. We got to kill more Gleeoks to upgrade our flight suit. What's some other really big things we got to do that's not story related? Am I missing anything else that's really big? I mean, we got a million side quests, but like I said, I don't know what's important or what's not. All right, we got to do this stuff. Is this worth doing, the Mother Goddess thing? I feel like it is worth it. I feel like we should do this. I don't know what we're supposed to do, but... Okay. I've marked it down. Great Plateau is number 1. Priority number 1. And then just a bunch of other random stuff after that. But we'll do, yeah, we'll do Great Plateau next time. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. Figure it out. Maybe go kill this Gleeok down here. We're Gleeok hunters now, so we know how to kill these things. And it wasn't, like I say, it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was actually pretty reasonable. We took it down with these. Now, I don't know if they get harder, though. Like, the fire one didn't seem to be insanely crazy hard, but honestly, I thought the Lionel was actually more difficult. Or at least harder to react to and stuff. That was good, though. We're going to save, and that'll be it. Yeah, exactly. They look more scary than they actually are, right? Anyway, GG's, and thanks for hanging out, and we'll be back soon. Maybe Friday or Saturday. See you then.